Good morning, sim fans. Racing 393. As you can see by my logo, we've got some iRacing motorsport simulations going on. And today, what I've decided to do is try a little bit of VR. Now, I'm quite new to VR and still blown away by it. I'm still trying to also sort out a few glitches with bits and pieces regarding sound issues and so on and so forth. It's such a fine art getting it sorted out. So onwards and upwards. Today I'm going to take you to a dirt track oval, Eldora Speedway, and I'm currently doing the series, a 305 dirt car series, and it's a fixed series, so there's only very limited actually the setups that you can change, which you'll see me go through. It's a very good series. All the cars are very evenly matched. A lot of it is down to the driver, and what I found, once you get into the groove, literally, those that know will know, it's a very rewarding experience on iRacing. The difference for me is VR. I'm absolutely blown away by how VR works. I've never experienced gaming like it. It's coming from a motorsport background and doing real life motorsport, as it were. It's surreal. I just don't understand how they can get it to be like it is, and to be honest, going back to 2D can be a little bit disappointing. However, I don't do VR every day. It is very intense, and it takes a lot more editing because you actually see where I'm looking, and I've got to be careful. I can't just glance around aimlessly because it changes the image on the screen a lot more. Whereas 2D recording is just me talking over the screen, which stays as it is. So I'm going to do a bit of editing to edit this one down. I've got a little bit of practice, a little bit of talking. I might add a little bit more narrative through it, see how we go. And I'm going to see how this sounds as well. I'm hoping it sounds okay and that you can hear me clear enough. But we'll see. Any questions you have, you can put in the comments. Let me know. You can give me a message, and I'll do my best to answer them. I had a couple of questions on there actually. People have emailed me, funny enough. So of the 29 of you that have subscribed, it was 30. So thank you 29 times. And anyway, I'll let you get on with the video now, and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.
Good morning, sim fans. Racing 393. I know I said every 2 weeks, but things seem to be sort of flying by quite well when it comes to PC sim racing. Now, those I have said in my previous recordings that I've got VR. So what I thought I might do is do a little bit of a practice session while I'm waiting for the race in VR on iRacing on the Dirt Sprint Car 305. And then the next race is actually due at Eldora Speedway. You can see there it's quite a very sweeping track. Wide. I have been on it. I just did a race on it. Wasn't very good. It was just because it's an oval doesn't make it easy. That's the thing. So it's half mile. It's in Ohio, USA. They do a lot of sprint car and dirt track racing here, obviously, and it's used every week. I'm not sure how often the World of Outlaws come along, but you know, I've been around this track before. and I'm normally pretty good at it. I did a race, but it was such a dry race, I could not get in the groove. So I'm going to do a bit of practice. So I'm just going to use the car that I normally use, the 305 sprint car, which I'm doing the series for this. So I'm working at it. It is difficult. I'll give it that. It's difficult keeping clean. You can do it. You just got to have the right strength of field. So we're going to go into Oculus Rift mode now. So we're at Eldora now. Now, before I go into this, there was something I wanted. There was a setting on here which I noticed the other day. Where it had to show the mouse cursor. And what I've noticed, but when you do it in VR, the mouse cursor stays on the screen. I can't for the life of me remember where I've seen it. Now the thing is, this is I can't really change a lot on this in practice because it's effectively, I'll move the mouse down there when I'm done. It's effectively a fixed setup, so I won't change anything on it. I'm going to move the mouse out of the way. Hopefully it won't be in the way. So we'll start up. So you can see there my pit crew. It doesn't look on the replay you're going to see. It looks a bit weird. You must remember that what you see is what you're going to record. So we'll take our time. We can try the low line first.
Your last lap time was at 16.2.
You're looking for a 15.7.
That lap time was 16.1.
So I'm just sticking it on the low line for a minute.
That lap was at 15.8.
Not too bad. That's sort of keeping quite low. So let's try the higher line now. And cut across.
That lap time was 15.9. You're now 0.1 off your best.
So higher in and lower out. Qualifying lap, a line.
You've just done a 16.0. That puts you 0.1 off your best. That was 15.7.
That was good. So you can go in wide and sort of go across to the wide outside on the way out of the bend. Seems to work alright.
That was 15.7. You're less than a tenth off your own pace.
But it takes a lot of concentration. I'm not quite flat all the way around.
Just done a 15.9. You're now 0.2, slower than your best.
Try a couple more.
That was a 15.7. Your lap time was 15.7.
So we're consistent.
time was at 15.6.
There we go.
That lap was at 15.6. You're less than a tenth off your best.
So looking down there's a 15.5. That's good. Around here, the last group of people weren't getting. They weren't going that quick. 15.7, I think. Not that one. I've got to try and remember where my buttons are. There's my quit button. There. So we get out of the car. So there we are. So what I'm going to do, where's my mouse? There it is. I've got to remember to move that down the bottom of the screen. So I've got a little bit of replay going. Maybe that one will be better. Scenic one won't be quite good. Oh, that's quite good. It's almost like you sat here watching the race. Here I come. I'll try and keep my head in the same place because it can get a bit glitchy if I turn. So you can see how wide it is. And the beauty of iRacing is you can put as many laps in as you want. And the idea being with a sprint car is not to be too sideways, ironically. Let's try different views. Going to run out of time in a second. There you go. I'll keep my head still because it's panning anyway. So I feel a bit more comfortable now. Just want to test out the VR and get a practice at this speedway because I've not put the laps in. There you go. It's a pity on the replay that you're not getting the depth of view. I was going to say food of veal. What the hell am I talking about? Field of view, depth of view, depth of field. What am I trying to say? Depth of view, no, depth of field, field of view. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to log into the server.
So there you go. Thank you for watching the sort of the setup process there. I do apologise. I've noticed that for some reason the first part of that was recorded in desktop view. Again, it's things like this that I don't know. I don't know why it's done it. So I do apologise. It doesn't look like that the actual race part of it was in desktop view. So I've no idea why that's happened. I'll have to look back over my settings on that. Yeah. Anyway, it's always a challenge, but I'll lead you on now to all enjoy the race. Enjoy.
Okay, so welcome to Eldora Speedway. We're doing an official race. We're just going to enter a practice session. It's just me doing a bit of practice. I've got probably about 15 minutes to put some laps in. I did a 15.6 earlier on, but that was enough. This is a fixed setup, so it might be slightly different. As you can see, you can't alter anything on here. There's a few things you can alter though. So, and the main one is this wing position. This does make a bit of a difference depending on the state of the track. I'll try it as where it is at the moment. There's not a lot of point moving it if you don't know what it's going to do. Everything is as is. I mean, you can alter things like this one here tightens the car up. Steering offset, so how much, if you keep the wheel straight, does the steering wheel straight? But I tend to just alter this one here, the wing position. So I'm going to give it a few laps to see if I can get under 16 seconds. So we're the only one on track as far as I'm aware.
The pit exit's clear.
Nice sweeping track. Nearly.
Your last lap time was at 16.2. Your lap time was at 16.0. Last lap was at 15.8.
Not bad. But as you can see, the line I'm taking wouldn't be the racing line.
That was a 16.0. You're currently 0.1 off your best.
Because that's right, that's my. We'll go back to the pits. So 15.8.
That was a 19.5. You're currently 3.7 seconds. Slower than your best.
So the sort of what I mean by the racing line there is you're gonna have cars on the inside and outside of you. And what I've done there, the line that I'm taking for the ultimate line, as far as I'm aware, you got to cut across all lanes, and I know for a fact that probably wouldn't work unless you're on your own. But it is, I find that the quickest way around for me. It's still to me there. If I might have to come out. I keep pressing the wrong button. So I'm going to come out. I'm going to change. Now, when you, I don't know if I can read that. Negative moves the wing back and tightens up the balance. So I think it could be a bit too tight. Tight would mean, so it turns, the back comes out more. So what I'll do there is just alter that to maybe 0. We'll apply that and see if it's made any difference. We've got time to try again.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Not a lot of time to chat on an oval this short, to be honest.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. That was a 16.4. That puts you 0.6 off your best. That lap time was 15.9. You're now 0.1 off your best. Your lap time was 16.0. That puts you 0.2 slower than your best. That lap was was at 15.8. You're less than a tenth off your best. You've just done a 15.9. You're now 0.1 off your best.
I'm not so sure about that. I don't know if that's any better or not. I might do. I think the better option is, if you look at my lap times, a 15.815. So yeah, it's not too bad. But what I might do, while I can, is split the difference. So we're going to put that as a -1. I'll apply that. Done. So there's 16 registered drivers. Practice. I can't see the time where I am. It's got sim time, Monday. That's not it, is it? I don't know then. I'll wait for this to change, so might as well do another lap. So I'll edit this bit out while I get myself sorted. I'll see you in I'll see you in qualifying. I'll see you in qualifying. So welcome to practice. We've only got a couple of minutes, so we're going to try and get out and do a lap. There's other cars now, as you can see, so it's all a bit new.
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors. The leader has just done 15.7. P5. The leader has just done a 15.7. P6. That puts you 0.4 off the pace. Your last lap time was at 16.1. That's the end of the session. 6th place.
Well, that was quick. So we got qualification. Yeah, I wasn't. You see those lap times? That was quick. Look, 15.6. I did a 15.5 in my last one. So we're going to try that qualifying line now. Maybe it is. I'm going to go into the setup. Yeah, it is at 2, so I still reckon it will be better at 1 for me. Right. We've got 2 laps as I get myself comfortable in my seat. Just checking everything where it is. Unbelievable detail in the car. You can see at the back, and you can see the wheel there as well. This. That's pretty neat. Right, so I'm going to get the car started.
The leader's just done a 15.7.
Right, so we've got to get low.
Its exit looks clear. We have 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Got to get into the 15s.
The leader has just done a 16.0. P6, you're now 0.1 off the leader's pace. Your lap time was at 15.9.
too wide. .8. It's gone slick again. You can see where the track's dried out. So, looking at the time down there, I've done a 15.871, and we've got 6th position at the moment. I have to remember not to push that button because that's me talking. That's it. So I will see you in the official race. So welcome to Eldora Speedway. We've done the practice and qualifying. As you can see, my lap time there, 15.871. Very tight field. So you've got 15.60s all in front of me. Unbelievable. So that's going to be interesting. The guy behind me is just a little bit slower than me. And then previous to that, you got a bit of a gap. So that's put me grid 6 out of 8.
That's the end of the session. 6th place.
Well, it says grid 7 now, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 3, so out of 9, sorry. So I'm grid 7 out of 9. It's a very tight, bunched field. So that first lot are going to be a bit hectic. I think the idea being is to keep out of trouble and not get caught up. So wish me luck.
Laps. The air temp is 27 Celsius.
Good. Yeah, to work. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
So there's going to be very limited chatting, I'm afraid, while I concentrate. It's a 20 lap race. It's an official race, so I'm going to try and finish this one. I did one earlier on, didn't finish. Well, I did finish, but I was a lap out. So I'm going to be very, very, very careful here. There's no laps, so Billy's my spotter today. I'm using crew chief. Wish me luck on a very dry circuit.
Go! P8.
Car inside. Clear low.
The leader has just done a 15.6. That was a 17.0. That was a 16.5. That's your best lap in this session. The guy ahead's last lap time is a 15.9. P8. The guy behind has just done a 15.7. Just done a 16.0. 7th position.
I knew that was going to happen.
That lap time was 16.1. Car in front lap time is at 15.9.
Stick to your line, 5.
We're halfway home. We're okay on fuel. P7. That lap was at 16.0. That lap was at 15.8. That lap time was 16.1.
Come on, James. Thank you.
Okay, Dean, we're matching race pace. That was at 15.8. Your lap time was 15.8.
Car low. Clear inside. Car low, clear low. Car low, you're clear low. Car inside. Clear inside.
Come on, 5.
2 to go.
He's all over the place.
One more lap to go. You've just done a 15.9.
That's it.
Good racing, guys. That was
P7.
wonderful.
Okay, it's over.
Thanks, James, for being clean there.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same. That sucked on my hat.
So I'm just sort of trying to get myself sorted out. I just couldn't get past him. So there we have it. 4, I'm number 6. I never know if people are moaning at me or not. Sometimes. So just looking at here, like almost like a spectator where I'm sat. He wasn't sticking to his line. And I nearly got past him. But I suppose that's what racing's about. And I kind of came out the groove a little bit as well. So we were with the leaders. The leaders are over there. So I got a little bit closer. He's on a wide line. Then he went wrong there, so I got some momentum on him. But you know, it is what it is. It's racing in the day, isn't it? So you don't expect them to drive off the road for you. He was probably lapping as quick as me, so no real problem there. And this is only lap 13. It does feel weird being up where I am in VR. So fairly consistent pace. I've got out the groove a little bit on my laps. And that's lap 16. Started to sort of reel him in a little bit here. He's gone really wide there, you see. And really low there. So I decided to go on the outside line. I must admit I didn't have quite the pace to get past him, to be honest. And he pushed me out wide there, you see. But it is what it is. So we'll quit that one. We've got the results coming up here now, so we put like last session results. At least I didn't crash. It was the main thing. I didn't finish as hard as I wanted. See, my iRating's gone down a little bit. Strength of field not too bad. But I lost 44 points there. What did he do? He hasn't even got a name or a car next to us for some reason. He was Australian, most of them. He lost loads of points as well. He's gained some licence points, which is good. Fastest lap I was quick, 15.6, and I did a 15.7. So there's a few points for me there. You can see here in qualification, then a 15.8. So it was sort of reasonably competitive, and in practice a bit slow in practice. So you still gain, I don't know if you gain, if they're the points gained in practice and there, that's 14, and there 21. Don't know if that's the case. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. That's my first VR experience recording. I'll continue to do this. I'll do some more VR if you guys want to see that. Let me know what you think, and I shall see you on the next one. So there you have it. That was 20 laps of Eldora Speedway in a 305 dirt car sprint car. A reasonably low powered sprint car. So if you're new to the discipline, it's a good one. It's a good way to start. It's definitely a particular technique that you need to adapt to drive these round the dirt ovals. It's unlike anything else that you'll do on any sim, to be honest. There's been many sims, I should say sims, there's been many race games over the years, going back to rat bag games with dirt track racing sprint cars.
The PS2's had a couple. There's been others. They've been very, very good. So it's just been a case of it's been different to what you would normally expect to do on a circuit, or even, you know, as far as any oval racing for that matter, that's been on the computers or been on the consoles. So once you get into the groove and get used to the way that how the cars handle, they are very much very addictive. So I would, if you get iRacing and you want to have a go, I would thoroughly recommend that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Getting on now for 40 minutes. I won't keep any more of your time. Let me know what you think. And thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.